And we're underway. Game 2 for each team in this tournament. Hayden will pick it up and play it along the far boards. It's put in by Harwell. Grabbed over there by a Capel stick, and now it's up to O'Neill. O'Neill will get it right out in front. A shot as Miller was on the doorstep, and he was denied by Yoakum. Now it's in behind the goal. Cook will have it. It's not out. Kept in, and now bad pass down the ice, and the Caps will have to go get it. That's Bepko. Bepko got away from one Norwich defender, and that pass was intercepted by another. Now that's picked up by Coles. Coles with the puck. Cole goes around one. Cole still has it at center ice. Coles will play it along the far boards. Now it'll be picked up by Sachs. Sachs with it. Sachs will come out with it. His pass is tipped. It's actually intercepted by Nachulachev. Nachulachev, they get it out to Zier. Zier with it. Zier couldn't get it in the zone, but Nachulachev does. And now it's in behind the goal as Norwich will try to bring it out. They'll play it along the near boards. It'll come, just miss Zier's glove. Here's an opportunity, but it's intercepted out in front. It'll hit a couple of skates. And now Atlanta has the puck with Jameis. Jameis will give it to Nachulachev in the corner. That's poked and around. It hits a couple of sticks, and now it'll come to the stick of Jameis in the near corner. Jameis will pick that up and get it over to Zier. Zier will give it over to Crouch. Crouch shot on goal. Saved by Yoakum. It's loose. It's kept in there by Jameis. Now it's put in behind the goal. It's picked up by Joyce along the far boards, intercepted by Crouch. Now to come along the near boards, and Jameis will take a bump. Take a bump from a Norwich player, and now it'll come to Zier. Zier with it. Zier looking. Now it gets it over to Jameis. Good pass out front to the stick of Nachulachev, and he was knocked down, and we're going to get a penalty. So Atlanta brings out an extra skater. There's a shot on goal. They score. They score. Does Flack, and Atlanta leads it 1-0. So that'll be a power play goal for Flack in Atlanta. And the Caps lead it 1-0. So that didn't take very long. 17:40 to go. And the first period. Now Caps will pick it up, will be Bepko. Bepko will take a bump for a Norwich player. It's grabbed by Holton with his glove. Holton's over there with Bain. They're all piled up against each other in the corner trying to poke it loose. It's kept in. Now it's out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Flack, who scored the goal for Atlanta. And now we've got a tumble over here in the corner as they'll come over and separate the players. And a stoppage of play. 17:21 to go. 1-0 Atlanta on a goal by Flack. Now face off out in the neutral zone. As Harrison Flack scored 6'3", 180-pounder from Tampa. As the puck comes to the goaltender Yoakum, he'll steer it aside. Here comes Bain with it for Norwich. In on goal, poked away along the far boards. He's trying to go towards the goal. There's a shot that's deflected out and out of play as Holton shot it. It went off an Atlanta stick. So, Flack's goal, 1-0. They lead, 17:04 to go. In the first period, do the Caps. Face off will go right to the Atlanta goaltender, and Selk will hang on to it, and we'll do it all over again. That was Flack on the goal. Atlanta leads it 1-0, 16:58 to go in the first period. If you just joined us, there's a big hit as Selk will go in behind the goal and get it. There's a shot on goal, and Selk will steer that away. Now it's over in the corner, picked up by Zier. Zier will play it along the far boards. That's picked up by Crouch. It'll come out to the neutral zone. It'll come to the stick of Harwell, who will give it over to Hayden. Hayden in the Atlanta end goes around one player. He'll try to go around another, and he's met there, and it's taken away by Zier temporarily. Now it's over to the stick of Ranger. Ranger has it. He's pinned up by the boards by Zier. Zier and Ranger fighting for it. Now it'll come along the near side. That's kept in by Moran. Now Crouch will get it for Atlanta, and now it'll come over to Welch, and Welch will get it down the ice, and that's going to be waved off, and that'll be picked up by Moran. Moran with it. Long pass. It's intercepted by Miller. Miller tried to get it up to Mumford. He missed him. That's picked up by Moran. Now it's over in the side circle, and Cook and Hayden and Mumford all fight for it. Now it'll come loose. It'll come to the stick of Cook. Cook will play it over to the other side to Harwell. Harwell trying to get away from the Atlanta player. He'll decide to leave it for Moran. Moran will play it along the far boards. It'll hit an Atlanta stick. That's Graham. As they fight for it, now it's picked up by Wurzbacher. Wurzbacher played it in the corner. He'll take a bump. That's picked up by Bepko. Bepko will play it out to the neutral zone. That's picked up by Joyce, and that's intercepted by Bepko, and that's down the ice. And we'll get icing. 1-0, 15:08 to go in period number one. A goal by Flack, and that's where we stand right now. And that was a power play goal for Flack. Harrison Flack from Tampa, Florida. Face off in the Atlanta end. Face off, puck's loose. Picked up by Bepko. Bepko couldn't clear it, kept in by Wurzbacher. Now Bepko will get it back. It'll hit off an Atlanta skate. Now it'll come to Mumford. Mumford with it. Mumford tried to go around a defender who couldn't. That was Bain. Now Bain will bump him in the corner. That's picked up by Bepko. There's a shot right on goal. Rebound. They score. Does Atlanta. And that's going to be Mumford on the goal. And what a fantastic start for Nick Mumford and Atlanta. Mumford, 5'11", 165-pounder from Lebanon, Illinois. And the Caps are after a fast flying start, leading 2-0 with 14:43 to go in the 2-0, excuse me, with 14:43 to go in this first period. Goals by Flack and Mumford. Now face off, picked up by Sterling. He'll wrap it around the far boards. That's Selk missed that. It'll come along to the near boards. Now it'll come out. Now it's taken away, and here come the Hawks. Now Chulachev for the Caps. He'll shoot that on goal. Saved there by Yoakum. Now it's passed over there. That's a shot by Graham, and Yoakum grabbed that. And we'll have a face-off. You just joined us. 2 quick goals. Power play goal when they pulled the extra skater by Harrison Flack, made it 1-0, and Nick Mumford made it 2-0. And 14:18 to go in the first period. Norwich, who lost in the first game of the tournament to Yellowstone, in a big hole here early. Face off over in the side circle. Picked up by James. Now it's taken away, and now it's kept back in. It'll exchange sticks there for a minute. Now it's picked up by Marks. Marks, and the puck is just going to stay in the Norwich end, but they'll get it out, and they'll play it out to the neutral zone. As Joyce did, now they'll chase it back as it's played back in their end by Harwell. He'll play it along the near boards over to Cook. Cook will give it over to Hayden. Hayden will throw it over to the other side, picked up by Joyce, who pins an Atlanta player. And now the puck will come loose. It'll come to Ranger, and now it'll come to Hayden. Hayden with it, side circle, still looking for it. He'll give it over to Harwell. Harwell will skate in. He'll shoot, and that shot is still in play. It hit the top of the glass. Kept in, and here come the Caps with it. Now Chulachev with it. Now Chulachev goes around one. He's going in on goal on the doorstep. He'll stay with it, Chulachev. He'll be bumped up against the boards. It'll come loose. Picked up there by James. James will give it back to Kulachev. Now a pass is intercepted. Now the Caps do get it back to Jameis. His pass is intercepted by Harwell. Now it's picked up by Cook. Now it's picked up by Ranger, and it's deflected up and out of play. And we're going to get a cross check. So we're going to get a power play opportunity. We're going to see who that's on. I believe it's on Chulachev, and it is. So Norwich will go on the power play for the first time today. Atlanta is 1 for 1 on the power play. So the Caps are off to a flying fast start here today. They lead it 2-0. They lost a heartbreaker to Sheridan in overtime yesterday, 5-4. We'll try to make up for some of that today. Moran on the faceoff, shot on goal, saved there by Selk. Faceoff will be deep in the Atlanta end. It'll go to the right of the goaltender. So the Caps try to clear it. They can after the face-off. It'll come to Hayden. That'll come off the stick of a Norwich player going behind the goal. That'll be Ranger. It'll get it back out. There's a shot wide. Now it's picked up there by Hayden. Hayden will get it over to Ranger. Ranger with it. Ranger looking. He's got Moran with him. Moran will get it. Now it goes down the ice as it was poked away. Here's Hayden. He's being chased by Almanza. And Capitals will get it here. Well, Bepko, and he'll just shoot it down the ice, and Norwich will have to reset. 12-10 to go in the period. 1:17 in the power play. Atlanta up 2-0. Here's Hayden in behind the goal. Hayden with it. He's going to come along. He's going to give it to Moran. Moran with it. Moran looking. Just gave it over to Ranger. Now it's intercepted by Mumford and down the ice. And that'll be picked up by Yoakum, and now it's left in behind the goal. As they'll wait for him to come out. Still waiting. And now Harwell is going to come out as the coaches are telling him to hurry up because there's only 40 seconds left on the power play. We went around one guy, and now we've got offsides. So the face-off out in the neutral zone. Mumford for Atlanta. He'll win it. It'll come out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Bain. Bain with it, side circle. Given over to Cook. Shot on goal. Deflected up and out of play, and they'll stop that. And with 23 seconds left in the power play and 1:15 left in the first period, Caps leading 2-0. They're in the Nikulachev is still in the box for the cross check. Fakes off will be the left of the goaltender, Selk. Ranger on the face-off. Goes in the corner to Bepko. Kept in by Sachs, just wide of the goal. Played along the far boards, kept in there by Ranger. Now it's out. Good job there by Galuzzo. And Norwich will have to reset as Sachs gave it to his buddy Hayden. Hayden coming around the corner. Now he's pinned up against the boards. Good job there by Coles. And now Atlanta will come out with it. Now we're 5-on-5. So Norwich is 0 for 1 on the power play. It'll come all the way in the corner to Eucness. Now it's poked off the stick of Eucness as he's tied up too. Pinned up against the boards, and now the Sea Captains will play it out to the neutral zone. Here's a pass that's intercepted. It's picked up by Sachs. Sachs in on goal. He had his stick stripped. He wasn't able to get a lot on it, and the Caps didn't even let it get to the goal, and now they'll shoot it down the ice. They'll play it along the near boards to Harwell. Harwell's got somebody with him. He's shot. He's got Ranger with him. That shot is wide of the goal. It's just deflected. Now a pass out front, and it's intercepted. Here comes Atlanta. And here comes Miller. Miller on in. Had it poked away from him, did Miller. Now it's out in the neutral zone. Touches a few sticks, and now Ranger played it into the Atlanta end. And now the Caps will get it, and here they come with O'Neal with it in the far corner. O'Neal will take a bump by Moran. O'Neal still chasing the puck, trying to keep it in. The Caps do it. Comes to Graham. His shot is wide of the goal. Now it'll come over to the other side, and we're going to get a tripping penalty right in front of the official, and they're not going to miss that. And the guilty party will be Atlanta's Marks. And Norwich will have another shot at the power play. They're 0 for 1 thus far. 9:29 to go in the first period, and Atlanta leading 2-0 on goals by Flack and Mumford. The Flack goal was a power play goal. It's picked up there. There's a shot by Holton. That's blocked. The Atlanta player's hurting. That's not Chulichev. He'll decide not to get the puck, and Bain will take it. Now he's got it all the way over to Byer. Byer will come in behind the goal. Byer being harassed by Coles. Byer got away from him. He got it up to Bain as he fell down, and he back over to Byer. Byer's shot on goal. That's picked up again by Helpin, and he thought it was a pass, so he took it. Now here's Bain with it. Bain shot on goal, still loose, and it's covered up. And we'll have a face-off in the Atlanta end with 8:51 to go. In the first period, 1:22 left on the Norwich power play. As the Caps lead it on goals by Flack, a power play goal, and another one by Mumford. This is the second power play opportunity for Norwich. They're 0 for 1 on the power play. Face-off will be deep in the Atlanta end to the left of Selk. And we're ready to go after the face-off. Bepko's up against the boards, and he's fighting for it along with two other players. And Bepko will get it and flick it down the ice and waste a lot of time. And Yocum will come out, and it'll be picked up by Hayden. Hayden behind the goal, being chased by Jameis. He'll give it over to Moran. Moran will come up with it. Moran will come straight down the ice. He'll give it to Ranger. Ranger will play along the boards. It'll come over to the corner. And now it's Wutzbacher, and he's pinned up against the boards by Crouch. Now it'll go in behind the goal to Ranger. Ranger with us. His pass went off the stick of Harwell. 40 seconds left in a power play. We've got a stoppage of play here, and we got an elbow penalty. We'll see who that is. It's going to be on Bepko, and he knew it immediately. So now a two-man advantage with 38 seconds left for the Sea Captains. They got an excellent shot to cut the deficit in half as we have a Norwich player down. That's number 21, Harwell. We'll check on him. As I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Ashley Sheets. And Ashley, each team here, as you just came over here, each team is struggling on the season, and maybe they can use this as a springboard to turn around their season.
I know, seeing in yesterday's game to be able to get started for Atlanta, came out, played a hard-fought back and forth with Sheridan, a couple of teams that were struggling this season and headed into the showcase, trying to make something happen here and trying to do something like you said to kind of make a change, make a redirect on how their season's going. So for Atlanta to be able to come away overtime victory yesterday and then to get a hot start here today, something that they want to try to take advantage of and keep moving.
It was such a heartbreaking loss for Atlanta yesterday with about 18 seconds left in overtime, losing. Like you said, the Capitals came off to a fast start here today, and this tournament we've already had a couple of huge games as Harwell comes off our, I believe that, is that Harwell? I can't, that's 21. Yeah, it's Harwell. So our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. He slowly comes off that. I don't think that's Harwell that's injured. I'm sorry. It's I can't tell by the number there. And I think it's I can't tell. Is it Schemmel? I think it's Schemmel. Yes, it's Schemmel. I'm sorry. It was Schemmel that was down and injured. As Harwell will assist him off the ice. Anyway, anything can happen in this tournament. We had two major upsets yesterday. Minnesota came in with only 2 wins all season long against 25 losses, scored 6 goals in the first period and went on to win. And the Brahmas were 21-0, which was a Houston, Dallas, a Texas record. And they were 21-0 and they lost. So anything can happen in this tournament, and we'll see how the rest of this game progresses as we have 8:07 to go in the period, and we have 38 seconds left on a 5-on-3 as Norwich is down 2-0 to Atlanta on goals by Flack, a power play goal, and Mumford as we're underway. And now the Caps will grab it, and it's picked up there by Zier. Now it's kept in by Bain. Good job by Norwich to keep it in. Here's a wrister shot, hit the post. And the iron was kind to Selk. Kept in by Bain. 20 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Over to Holton. Holton with it. Holton in on his shot, and that was Selk. Fan on that was Harwell, and he'll have to go back and get it to reset. 8 seconds left in a 5-on-3. Pass missed Holton. It's picked up by Bain, side circle. Bain's pass missed his teammate. Now it's 5-on-4 as Harwell comes back on. Harwell on a 5-on-4 with 1:14 left in that. 7:20 to go in the period. Atlanta up 2 goals. Here's Harwell with it, side circle. So Harwell still looking as 2 players for Norwich are late coming on the ice. There's a shot on goal, and that's up and looked like that went deflected up and wide off the Selk. So 7:02 to go in the period, 56 seconds left in the power play, and you just saw the 2 players there come late on the ice. That was unusual for a power play on 5-on-3. It was 3-on-4 for a few minutes.
Yeah, always tough to get those changes, and it's why teams work on practicing those extra odd man opportunities and doing things shorthanded and 2 player advantages and all of that.
Special teams are an important part of hockey. There was a shot on goal by Holiday and a save by Yoakum. Caps are shorthanded with 41 seconds to go. In the power play, 6:43 to go in the period. Tried to go around. Atlanta player was Moran. He had to take it away from him on the turnover. Here's Miller on goal. It slid to the stick of Yoakum as he lost it on the way in. Now Miller will get it back as Atlanta's shorthanded, but they're moving the puck around. There's a shot that's blocked. It went off the body of Holiday, and that probably didn't feel like a Holiday to him. Now there's 10 seconds left on the power play, and Norwich better hurry up. They'll be 0 for 3 on the power play if they don't get it here. Here comes Wussbacher. Wussbacher pass or shot is deflected in behind the goal. Now we're back to even strength. 6 minutes to go in the period. Atlanta leading 2-0. Here's O'Neill with it. O'Neill's got Miller with him. Now O'Neill still has it. Now Graham joins him. Graham on the wrister. His wrister is blocked. That's over in the corner, picked up by Hayden. Hayden was pinned up against the boards, but he got it to Holton. Nice job there. And Holton's pass is going to go all the way down to the ice. It's waved off. The Selk came out of the goal for Atlanta to get it. Kept in by Joyce. Now to come off the stick of Ranger. Now to come all the way over to Joyce. There's a shot on goal off the stick of Holton, and that's up and out of play as the Caps were able to deflect it before it could ever have the possibility of getting to the goaltender Selk. 5:25 to go in the period, 2-0 Atlanta.
You can see on that last offensive possession for Atlanta, some of the guys that can create on this team. Saw Anthony O'Neill had 2 goals in yesterday's contest for the Caps, and you can see what he was able to do there. Has a kind of a good head for where to move the puck and who's available. He's got some good chemistry with his line.
Welsh with it after the face-off. That's poked away from him. It'll come out to the neutral zone there, and Harwell will play it. And Harwell's got 2-on-1 if he hurries. Pass over, shot. Great save by Selk. He robbed Bain. And I mean, he robbed him. As we have a stoppage of play. What a save by Selk. He slid over there, and wow, that was impressive.
Yeah, be able to move east to west and close the door on that feed. Had plenty of time to decide where you're going to pull up and shoot or you're going to pass across, and Selk able to read that, make the move in time.
Oh, just a tremendous play. 5:05 to go in the first period. Atlanta leading in 2-0 on goals by Flack and Mumford. One of them was a power play goal. As it happened immediately, Atlanta went to a 6-skater. The goaltender, Selk, came off the ice, and as soon as that happened, boom, they scored. There's a shot blocked off the face-off. There's a pass down low. It'll come to the stick of Byer. Byer being harassed by a couple of Capitals. It'll come loose. Backhand shot there by Harwell, saved by Selk. Now it's picked up by Moran. Moran will give it over to Bain in behind the goal to go off the stick of Byer. It'll come to the corner. Welch will get it. He can't clear it. Now it does. As Yuknes will clear it. They'll get it all the way over to Harwell quickly. Now they'll give it over to Byer. Byer's shot deflected up and out of play off a Capital stick. 4:28 to go, 2-0. Atlanta, and you see Norwich is starting to get some chances now.
Well, and I think for Atlanta, they're doing a nice job of kind of getting sticks in the passing lanes and trying to interrupt what's going on here. Able to get even a stick in front of shots, and they've been deflecting up and out of play. We've had 1, 2, 3 of those in the last maybe 2 minutes of play, and that just speaks to, again, if you're not in position, you at least have to put something between yourself and the shooter, and that's what Atlanta's doing here.
You're correct about that, as the puck will come down to the ice, and Hayden is pinned up against the boards. And now we're going to have a stoppage of play and a whistle, and I think somebody's going off. Maybe not. I saw a signal for a penalty.
Yeah, they're going to take Sterling here. I don't know if it was so much a hit from behind as much as just kind of sliding, and the awkward fall there made that look maybe a little worse than it was. But
he's slow to get up over there. Hope he's all right. Hayden's a heck of a hockey player for Norwich. He had a really good game in their loss against the Quake. I was really impressed with his play. This would be a big loss for them, and you see that went in the box for the trip, did Sterling, and with 4:09 to go, this is another shot for Norwich, who's 0 for 3 already on the power play here in the first period. They're going to get another chance to cut the deficit in half, and they did move the puck around pretty well on the power play.
Well, and one thing you do, as you mentioned, when you've at least got those, extra opportunities, not just, hey, maybe we didn't cash in on the power play, but you're able to wear a team down who's got to be out there penalty killing, who's got to be out there doing, more shot blocking, more, trying to adjust and thinking about the defensive side of the game. And eventually you can wear a team down. You're going to put your top penalty killers out there over and over, and it's they're going to get tired. That's just how, especially in a tournament situation like this where you're playing back to back to back.
Harwell's shot there, gloved by Selk, and you're so right. There's no doubt about it. It makes the team tired when you're playing shorthanded because you got to work that much harder, to prevent the team from scoring. Here's Byer on the face-off. He'll win it. He'll get it over to Bain. Bain shot saved there by Selk, and that shot net's deflected out of play. Selk looks impressive in net to me.
Yeah, definitely saw that well, through that traffic. It's always interesting to me where a shooter can see a lane and where a goalie can see it coming, and kind of how they find each other in those scenarios, what you have to do to adjust.
No doubt. Here's Bain with it. Bain will get it down low. They'll get it back out to Harwell. There it is, a shot, and iron is kind again for Selk. Wow, they've hit 2 posts here. Here's Holton with it. It's 1:26 in a power play. 3:33 to go in the period. Atlanta leading at 2-0. There's a pass off the stick of Cook. They'll get it over to Harwell, and we're going to get another stoppage of play here as the net came off. Now Norwich will be on a line change, and keep plugging away. If you're Norwich, you definitely have had your opportunities, and Selk, they had it there. The iron was kind to him, and of course he made that sliding save earlier. Here's Ranger on the face-off, and the captain for Atlanta will take it, and that's Mumford. Well, here we go after the face-off. Tied up there is a Caps player. That's Zier by two. Norwich players out front. Went off the stick of Schemmel, and Selk stopped that. Now it's played in behind the goal by Hayden. As Hayden comes back out after he was injured earlier. Glad to see him back out here. There's Ranger, the shot. It went deflected wide. Here comes Flack with it. Flack on the other end. Shot saved by Yoakum on the stick. 40 seconds left in that Norwich power play. And now we're going to get another stoppage of play, and we're going to get another penalty, and that's going to be a trip. Boy, a lot of penalties here in the first period. And this one will be on Norwich, and it'll be on Moran, and now we'll play 4-on-4 for 38 seconds. Then Atlanta will have a power play for a little over about a minute and 22 with 2:47 to go in the period. They're up 2-0 on a power play goal by Flack and another goal by the captain, Mumford.
Yeah, Mumford's done a nice job just in this, last minute and 20 here of penalty kill. Did what you need a guy to be able to do, as a forward on the PK. Come out, win a draw, try to kill off some of the time of the penalty, and then he was down there on that save by Selk. Just got himself in good defensive position to be able to make a stop.
All right, here is pass from Sachs went off an Atlanta stick, and it'll go right to the Norwich goaltender Yoakum, and he'll wisely hang on with the glove, and 2:35 to go in the period. 26 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Jameis on the face-off. It'll come over to the side of the circle. Picked up by Byer. Plays it out to the neutral zone. That'll be picked up by Graham. Graham being chased and harassed by Holton. He's able to get it out to the neutral zone. Joyce taking a whack at it. There, Holton bumps Graham now to come all the way over to Chulachev. And Chulachev tried to go around a couple of Norwich players, and the puck will actually roll right to the glove of Yoakum, and he'll wisely hang on. And now 1:23 left in the power play for Atlanta as they're up 2-0 with 2:09 to go in the first period.
I think for either team right here, what happens in these final 2 minutes is going to be key. Whether, if Atlanta's able to cash in on the power play or whether Norwich is able to kill off the remaining part of this penalty and keep this a 2-0 game heading into the second. It'll be a really big determining factor on how these teams come out for period number 2 and what they're able to do.
The Chulachev, the shot on goal, was gloved there by Yoakum. Face off to the left of the goaltender. Graham on the face-off, and he'll come out to the neutral zone, and now we're going to get another stoppage of play, and we're going to get another trip, and this has been a penalty fest first period as Graham will go off, and Atlanta can't stay out of the box. I mean, Norwich has already had 4 power play opportunities, and they're going to get a 5th one here in a minute and 10.
Yeah, yesterday's game with Sheridan and Atlanta, a lot of penalties in that one as well, but I think probably about as many in that whole game as there have been in this first period so far.
Each game is different, without a doubt. Caps have it after the face-off. It'll go all the way over to the far boards. It'll be played in off the stick of Coles, and now it'll be picked up there by Sachs. Now it'll go over to the near corner. Now it'll come out to the neutral zone as Bepko will have it. Bepko goes around Ranger. Here's Bepko looking as Bepko pass, and that tipped off the stick of Bain, and now it'll come to the stick of Ranger, and Ranger will shoot at the Atlanta goal, and Selk will hang on. He'll leave it for Coles. 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Here comes Coles in. Coles with it. Get it back over to Bepko. Bepko looking, shot. Save Yoakum on the wrister. It's still loose. It'll come out to the neutral zone, and Jameis will pick up that. Jameis tried to get Bepko. He missed him. Joyce will say thank you, and he'll pick it up, and he'll give it back to Bepko. And 4 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and now we've got 5. Now we have 5-on-4. With 42 seconds left in the period, 44 left on the 5-on-4. For Norwich. Here's Harwell. Harwell will have it. Harwell to give it over to Joyce. Little miss down there. Missed Hayden. Now it comes back out, and it's going to come down the ice. The Caps did a good job clearing it there. 19 seconds to go in the period. Have an opportunity shorthanded. Miller had it blocked. Picked up loose off O'Neill. It'll go to Zier. Now it'll come out. Backhander by Mumford. Went off the stick of Harwell. Harwell has to hurry. There's 4 seconds left. He'll play it off the near boards. Joyce has it. Time expires. As we're getting ready to start the second period, Miller on the face-off against Schemmel. 4 seconds left in the 5-on-4. It'll expire here as it does now. Played off the near boards by Moran. Shot down the ice by Mumford. They're going behind the goaltender, Yoakum. They'll pick it up and come out with it. Pass went off the stick of O'Neill, and 2 whacks at it there because they couldn't get it out for Sachs. And now the turnover and a shot by Graham and a save there by Yoakum. Kept in along the boards, and now we'll get another stoppage of play, and this time we're going to get a holding penalty. Someone wanted 19:28 to go in the second period. 2-0 Atlanta leads it, and now going to get a holding penalty by Sachs. Couple of tough sequences for him on this end of the ice.
And, you know, for Atlanta, hey, you've just killed off penalty number 5, and now you've got the opportunity here on a power play. So we'll see if they'll be able to generate something and look to increase that lead with another man advantage opportunity.
Kept in by Mumford as Sachs went off for holding and frustration because he had 2 whacks at it to clear it, and he couldn't. Now, let's see, it's Miller with it. Miller skating around. Miller with it side circle. Miller get it back from Bepko. Shot, blocked by Hayden. Now Bepko has it, back over to, now they'll get it down low. There's a shot by Mumford, is saved by Yoakum. Little tic-tac, and then we finally got a toe. Backhanded there by Flack. Now it's taken away and out to the neutral zone. It'll be picked up by Bepko. Bepko would give it over to Mumford. He's being chased by Moran. 1:14 left in the power play. Miller with it. Miller going around. Hayden, he tried to. He had it, lost the puck. It'll get it back over to Mumford. Mumford will get it back over to Bepko. And pass is blocked there. Good job by Byer. Now it's over the side. It'll get it over to Miller. Miller shot just wide of the goal. Now it's picked up by O'Neill. O'Neill has it over to Mumford. Mumford skating in. His pass is blocked. Now it's brought out. Here come the Sea Captains, and Biro wisely setting in behind the Atlanta goal and go on a line change. Now Chulachev skating around, being chased by Ranger. He's forced to get him over to the other side. That's played by Holiday. Holiday can't get it out. Now to come all the way to Chulachev, and a great job here by Norwich as the puck will come out to the neutral zone. Now they have it. They do take it and shoot it on goal to Schemmel. As Schemmel's back in the game, good news to see him. Saved there by Selk. Now it's in behind the goal. 6 seconds left in the power play. Here they come out with it for Atlanta's Flack. He got it over to Miller. Now back over to Chulachev. There's a shot and a save. Chulachev can't keep it in, and now we're even strength. Here comes Holton. He's got somebody with him. Shot and a save there by Self. And now they're down the ice. And here's a chance there for Holiday and on goal, and that was steered away by Yoakum. Now Miller pinned up against the boards. It'll come all the way to Byer. There's a shot by Byer. And now it's loose in behind the goal, picked up by Chulachev. There's another shot on Selk, and he'll have to cover up 2-0, 16:48 to go, and we're finally 5-on-5 in the second period.
I like the energy going there from both Keegan Byer and Cam Holton. Generated a couple of opportunities, got some shots, and, you know, kind of had to make Atlanta, pay attention, make them stand up a little bit. And like you said, Selk's got to make some stops there, and did so.
Selk has been huge so far for Atlanta. Got Luzo on the face-off. It'll come in to Hayden. Hayden shot, and that'll be gloved by Selk. 2-0 Atlanta leading at 16:42 to go in the second period. Power play goal by Flack made it 1-0, and Mumford made it 2. DeLuzzo on the face-off to the right of the goaltender, Selk. Now shot on goal off the stick of Bain, and that'll go off Selk over into the corner. Shot by Hayden, and Selk stopped that. Now to go along the far boards, kept in, poked away. Several players fight for it. Now to go in behind the goal. Crouch will have it. He'll play it along the near boards. It'll come out to Welch. Now it's kept in by Graham, and now it's over the near corner, flipped on down the ice. And now to be grabbed by Sachs. Sachs in behind his own goal. 16:05 left in the second period. 2-0 Atlanta. Good pass over to Ranger. Ranger in the Atlanta end. Ranger with it. He'll decide to give it down low. It's played over in the corner. It's picked up by Gukness. There's a shot on goal by Hayden and a nice save by Selk. Now they fight forward in the boards out behind the goal. There's a pass out front, and Schemmel couldn't get his stick on it. Now it's turned over. They'll have to chase it, Moran and company. Now it's picked up by Schemmel. He'll get another opportunity. He goes by one Atlanta player. He's got another with him. Pass was blocked. Great play. Great play by the Atlanta defender there, and that was a great play by Zier as it's loose, and now to come to the stick of Coles. He's dumped. Now it's picked up by Moran and down the ice. And they'll pick that up. Zier in Atlanta will have to start in behind the goal. This pass missed Sterling. It'll go down the ice. And that will be icing with 14:58 to go in the second period. 2-0 Atlanta.
Good energy to start the second period from both of these teams. Everybody's kind of getting up and down the ice and generating opportunities, trying to make things happen. You see defensemen stepping in and making nice defensive plays, blocking shots. I mean, great start to the second period.
Fire on the faceoff against Almanza. Kept in by Joyce. Now it's out. Now it'll be picked up by Sterling on the backhander. He'll get it down the ice. Joyce will chase that, and we'll have icing once again. 14:48 to go, 2-0 Atlanta. Face-off will be deep in the Atlanta end. It'll be the right of the goaltender, Selk, who started, and Yoakum still in net. Face-off over to the corner. Now as Bain played it over there. Now it's picked up by Zier. Zier's pinned up against the boards by Halton. Now that shot's just wide of Selk. That's picked up by Sterling. He's bumped up against the boards, and now Sterling has it. Sterling was tough there. He shot in a wrister, and that's hung on by Yoakum. And boy, Sterling's persistence paid off there, along with his grit and toughness. Each team on a line change. 14:27 to go. 2-0 Atlanta leading it. Miller on the face-off against Schemmel. That'll be picked up in the corner there by Sachs after the face-off. Kept in by Bepko. That's taken away from him by Wurzbacher. Here comes Wurzbacher with it. He'll have it poked away from him, and Beaton will pick that up, and that's turned over. Here's an Atlanta goal on a turnover. The turnover started, and Miller scores, and it's Miller time for Atlanta. They're up 3-0 with 14:08 to go in period number 2.
Caleb Miller did such a nice job in yesterday's game, generating offensive chances, moving the puck around, and able to cash in here, find the back of the net, and really a great start to the showcase for Caleb Miller.
Caleb Miller, Atlanta's leading scorer in the regular season with 11. He now has 12. Good for 25 points, and the Caps are up 3-0. Picked up on the face-off by Harwell. Harwell shot deflected over in the corner. Now it's played in behind the boards, and now be picked up by Bepko. Bepko's pass intercepted. Shot on a backhander off the stick of Ranger. Good save there by Selk to preserve the shutout thus far. Now it's along the far boards. That's played by Bepko. Down the ice. Caps will pin up Blair. Miller will pin up a player by Norwich. Now it's picked up by Mumford. Mumford going in the corner against Moran. Moran actually has it. Moran will get it up to Harwell. Now they got it up to Cook. Cook's pass missed Harwell. It's thrown out front. Shot there by Ranger. He was dumped as he shot it. Took a lot off his shot. Now it's over the side of the circle. Now it's down low. Pass missed everybody. It'll go all the way over to Joyce in the far corner. Joyce still has it. Selk will grab it with his stick. He steered it with his stick, and he grabbed it with his glove. 12:57 to go in the second period. Atlanta up 3-0.
I think for Norwich, they obviously have not been able to crack through and get on the board, and that's, I would say, as much because of Selk as anything, because Norwich has done a nice job, particularly here so far in the second period, of moving the puck and getting good looks, not just throwing the puck at the net to see what sticks. Generating real opportunities and scoring chances, and Selk's just stood tall.
It's in behind the goal and picked up by Jameis. Jameis will play it along the near boards over to Chulachev. That'll come down the ice. Now they'll have it as Hayden. Hayden long pass, went off his skate. Picked up by Graham out to the neutral zone. It's poked around and it'll come to the stick of Jameis. Jameis will give it over to Graham. Graham along the far boards at it. Poked away from him was Holiday. It'll come out to the neutral zone. It'll touch several sticks and it'll come to the stick of Jameis. Jameis shot there by Holiday. Good pass there. Here's Crouch with it, his shot, and that's a save by Yoakum. He'll steer it wide with a stick. Holiday with it. Holiday will give it all the way over to Graham. Graham will get it back down to Jameis. Fat out front, shot by Holiday, stomped on the doorstep by Yoakum. Good sequence for Atlanta, 11:56 to go in the second period. 3-0 Caps.
And not only did Yoakum do a nice job covering there, but Aiden Bain, they help out to be able to see, hey, that puck's still loose, and help his goaltender trap it up and make sure that doesn't become a loose puck second chance opportunity for Atlanta.
Galuzzo on the face-off. He'll take it against Ranger. It'll go in the corner. It'll go to Yuckness. Yuckness pinned up against the boards there. He took a nice bump. 4 players fighting for it, and one of them is beaten. Now to come out to the neutral zone. That's picked up by Coles. Now it's picked up by Turner. Went off his stick. Ranger finally has it. Ranger will play it into the Atlanta end, and Selk will come out of the goal and leave it for Zier. Zier playing along the far boards. That's picked up by Sterling. Now to come out to Yuckness. Yuckness with it. Yuckness still with it. Got around one guy. Couldn't get around the second one. Picked up by Bain, and now they get it out. It'll come out to the neutral zone off the stick of Wurzbacher. It'll come to the stick of Sterling. Sterling now has it. He'll get it over to Galuzzo. Galuzzo going in on goal. He's bumped off the puck. Big hit there by Sachs. Sea Captains come out with it. They've got 3 of them. There's a passage. Miss Coles, nope, didn't go anywhere anybody else. There's another pass at the side of the goal. There's a shot by Moran, and a nice save by Selk. Now it's kept in. There's a shot on goal by Hayden, and that's deflected out of play off Selk's stick. Good end-in action here.
Yeah, terrific look by Moran there to, again, find where that puck can go. Saw its way through, and unfortunately for them, Selk had it all the way, but it's been, he's just been on his game, moving good, left to right, covering up where he needs to, making adjustments, and had 3 really terrific saves on that sequence there from Norwich.
After the face-off, O'Neill chasing and trying to get a stick on it. He can't. And Hayden will come up with it. Now to come out to the neutral zone, a bump there. Now Bepko has it. Bepko has it. Shot and a save there by Yoakum, and it's loose in the corner. Picked up by Flack. Flack tied up against, he got it out. Good play by Flack to get it out. Shot off the stick of Bepko, who is deflected wide. 3 players fight forward in the corner. Still with it now, and Norwich has it. It's a good job by Ranger, but he can't get it out. It's turned over. There's a shot and a wrister by Alamanza. And now saved there by Yoakum, and here they come. Harwell with it. Shot by Ranger. They score. They score. They get it. get another whack at it. And that's Cook, and now it's 3-1 as they finally solve the Selk puzzle. And we got a 2-goal hockey game. 9:40 to go in the second period. 3-1 Norwich, or Atlanta, excuse me.
Original shot, Selk there makes the stop. Big juicy rebound comes out, and Cook is there to pounce on it. And, you know, for Norwich, that was going to be how they had to crack through. They had to be able to put one that could come off of Selk and cause him to need to reposition and cause the guys in front of him to need to adjust, and that's what they were able to do. Got the second chance look, had him out of position, and able to cash through and make it a 3-1 game.
Well, Cook was the one that finished it off, no doubt about it. And maybe that'll get Norwich cooking as they're down by 2 with 9:15 to go in the period. And there's a trip there, and we're going to get a penalty. As you'll see, Sterling go crashing in the net. So Wilkie Cook from Stafford, Virginia made it 3-1.
And we're going to get a penalty shot.
Yep. Are we really? Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we had one the other day, and I thought there was an opportunity for that. And look who's going to take it. The guy who went flying in the net, Sterling. How ironic. So they're going to give Sterling a shot at it. He'll go against Yoakum on a penalty shot. 3-1 Atlanta leading, 9:11 to go in the second period. And Sterling's waiting for his opportunity. And now he's gonna get it. Here he comes in on goal. Sterling with it, Sterling. Great save there by Yoakum. Yoakum had that all the way. He didn't give him much of an angle, did he?
Nope, kept the bottom sealed up and was going to make him have to come up, get creative, and put a shot high, and didn't do it, didn't pull up, and Yoakum had that bottom of the net sealed off.
Sterling didn't get a lot on that, did he?
Nope.
So, Ranger on the face-off. Hayden, they fight for it. Hayden's got it. Good play by Hayden as he fell down to get it out to the neutral zone, and Cook now falls down, still along the far boards now to come out to the stick of Crouch, and Crouch gets it to Marks, and it's coming in on goal. It's still loose. Yoakum made one save, and now to come out to the neutral zone, and Caps will have to go get that as Zier has it. Zier going to safety behind his goal momentarily. Zier will come out and go off the stick of Holiday. Holiday had trouble with it, but he did get it up to Jameis. Now we got a stoppage of play, and I think the net came loose. Yes, it did. 8:30 to go, 3-1 Atlanta leading. Norwich just scored on a goal by Cook not long ago.
Atlanta looking to set something up there. Hulichev was waiting to take the feed here on the right side. Pass just a little slow getting to him because I think he had a wide open backside of the net to roof that home.
Miller, who has a goal today on the face-off for Atlanta. Now it's picked up by Sachs in behind the goal. Sachs's pass is intercepted by Mumford. Mumford looking to do something with it, but Hayden, who's a really good player, caused a lot of trouble for him. And now it's going to come all the way to Coles. Coles' shot saved by Yoakum. Used the elbow and the wrist to steer it all away. And now it'll come to Bepko. And Bepko will go by one guy, playing along the far boards over to Mumford. Mumford got it down into the Norwich end. That'll come to the stick of Miller. Miller looking, goes by one guy, that's Sachs. Can't go by the other one. And now Byer comes in to try to join the fray to take it away. But the Caps come up with it. That's O'Neal. He'll take a big bump as he got rid of it. And now here comes Harwell with it. And now we'll get a stoppage of play. We've got a player down in the corner there, Ashley.
Yeah, O'Neal's still down.
I didn't see a penalty called at all.
Nope, they just played on. And
3-1, excuse me. Atlanta leading, 7:34 to go in the second period. Goals by Flack, Mumford, and Miller. Flack was a power play goal, and Cook has his, and that's where we're at, 3-1. We're checking on him, and you know what? We'll just go ahead and take a timeout where they check on him. This is the NA3HL Showcase on Hockey TV. As they give the Atlanta player a nice ovation for coming off the ice, and that seems to be okay. And that's O'Neill. He'll come to the bench. And with 7:34 to go in the second period, Atlanta leading at 3-1.
Yeah, as O'Neill crashed into the boards, I think he took maybe the brunt of that as he turned, on the right shoulder. So he's sort of protecting that shoulder right now, and just let his arm hang there. I don't know if his
Galuzzo on the face-off against Ranger. It's loose. It'll come to the stick of Bepko. Get it over there from Crouch back to Bepko. Bepko will lay it in there. Now it's picked up by Bain. It's played along the far boards, kept in there by Galuzzo. Picked up by Moran. Now he got it over to the other side, and they'll bring it out. They'll play it along the near boards. It'll come to the stick of Ranger. Ranger trying to locate it. He's drilled up against the boards by Crouch, and now Atlanta will have it. And Sterling goes around one guy. Nifty move by Sterling, but he's not getting around Moran. Now he'll bump Moran as the puck comes loose. Shot on goal by Crouch. Nice save by Yoakum, and now it comes all the way down the ice. That shot actually caught part of the post and got a lot of yakking over there on the Norwich bench. Now the puck will come to the stick of Bain. Now it'll come to the stick of Ranger. He'll play it along the far side, kept in by Galuzzo. Now it's picked up by Bain. He'll play it along the boards. That's picked up by Harwell. Now it's over in the corner. And they have it as Morrell, and he'll set up shop behind his own goal. And now here they come out as Harwell with it. 6:16 to go in the period. Second period, Atlanta up 2-1, or 3-1. There's a pass by Chulachev on the turnover. Here's an opportunity going on a backhander by Jameis. And a nice save there by Yoakum. 6:03 to go in the period, Atlanta up 3-1. Face-off will be in the Norwich end. Todd Quarter here along with Ashley Chase here in National Sports Center in Blaine, Minnesota. It's the NA3HL Winter Showcase here on Hockey TV, and very glad to bring it here to you. Now the puck will roll to the goaltender Yoakum after the face-off, and he'll wisely hang on. Jameis on the face-off, got it over to Graham. Graham got it. Shot on goal, another shot on goal. Two shots there, one Yoakum made a nice save at the top of the slot. Now the Cavs have it goes Holiday. Backhand, and Holiday will get it. Try to get it to Nuchulichev. Nuchulichev trying to get it, but the Sea Captains do, and Wurzbacher cleared it out, but they got it back in immediately. Great move there by Nuchulichev, but he lost the puck. That was a dandy of a move there. He just couldn't hang on to it. Now they fight for it because Caps, they do keep it in. Good job. Here's a shot on goal. The stick of Zier, and now it'll come down to the ice.
Yeah, you can see with Nuchulichev his skill and ability, and he's looking for a home right now on a North American Hockey League team. He's trying to find a place to be able to close out the season, somebody who's trying to make the playoffs, somebody who's competing. Give him a look, give him an opportunity. To try, as many of the O1s right now are looking for that college home with all of the backup of the extra, the NCAA year, giving an extra year for everything that's gone on with COVID, which has really created a backup for a lot of teams that have had extra guys in and haven't needed to bring in as many skaters, and it's just been really tough for a lot of the O1s. You're seeing a lot of talented guys that are just trying to find a place to play, and that's what this showcase can really be about, trying to find a home for a lot of these, especially O1 guys this year, trying to get up, trying to get college looks, and give themselves an opportunity to extend their careers.
There's a shot on goal off the stick of Holton as Selk will hang on. 4:44 to go in the second period. Atlanta leading 3-1. Each team 0-1 in this tournament. They're trying to get their first victory here in the showcase. Say, here we go. I was waiting on that.
I saw them send Bebko off, and I wasn't sure if we were.
Right.
There's just a penalty nobody knew about, or what?
Nobody raised their arm. I was thinking the same thing. And here comes Coles on the ice, and there we go. It'll go all the way down the ice, and we'll get icing. And that's unusual for a player to get kicked out of not only the face-off, but to go on the bench. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I think he just didn't need to be out there, and
I was shocked. My oh my. You know what? You wake up every day, you see something new, and that was new to me. So, Jokic with it after the face-off. He'll take a nice bump there by Hayden. Bain with it in behind the goal. Now it's picked up by the other Bain. There's a pass. That's picked up there by Holton. Holton will spin and turn. He had it poked away from him. He did get it down low. Good job there by now. And this will go to Hayden. His shot deflected off a body and wide. And good play there by Mumford. He took a huge bump, but he got a 2-on-1 for his team. There's a pass that was shot that was blocked. As Miller had his shot blocked. Great job to get back on defense on the 2-on-1 for the Sea Captains. There's the shot on goal and a save by Yoakum. Now it's loose. They'll get it. Bumped off the puck. Picked up by Graham. And what a defensive play there.
Yeah, Holton's having a nice second period here. He's just done some good things.
Holton and Hayden are. I've been impressed from the moment I saw Hayden on the ice. He has done a lot of good things, a lot of little things that make the big things even better. Here is Coles. He'll get it down low, and we'll have a stoppage of play. You know, a lot of folks don't talk about that, the little things. I think somebody's going off for a penalty here. Well, it looks like two of them are going off.
Yeah, a little tussle in the corner. Byer and Miller were getting into it. I don't know. I think they're just
roughing penalties.
No, it'll be Bain and Miller.
Yeah, it's got to be roughing penalties. So that'll be nice. We'll have more ice for the players to play on. It'll be 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes with 3:07 to go in the second period. Atlanta leading 3-1, and you know, some players really stand out, like Hayden and Holton. They're good players, and maybe they'll get a look.
It's one thing that's always been true of any sport that coaches will say all the time. You can't teach size. So when you've got size, you can teach the other things, you know, and they're the things that you talked about, you know, doing little things, whether it's stepping into a lane, blocking a shot, getting a stick in the right place, you know, covering a gap for your goaltender. It's things like that that allow you to move to the next level. And when you've got the size, again, there are people who will teach you the things to do, and then, you know, your job to do those things to the best of your ability and to work to get better.
Welch pinned Harwell up against the boards. Now the puck is loose along the side. Picked up by Ranger. His pass is intercepted by Crouch. Crouch's pass hit a glove. And now a nice pass there by Hayden. He couldn't get it to Ranger as he took a bump from Crouch. Now over in the far corners, a couple of folks fight for it. And Yokenis, let's see, it's Jameis coming out with it. Jameis went around one. Side circle, Jameis coming in on goal. He shoots. Saved there by Yoakum.
Puck was still loose, and Atlanta wanted to keep it going.
I don't blame them. 1:12 left in the 4-on-4. 2:18 to go in the second period. Atlanta up 3-1. You can see a little more speed and skill with this 4-on-4 here. Face off. It'll come over to Bain in behind the goal. Bain with it. Bain coming along with it. Still coming with it. Went by Graham. Had it poked away and it come to the stick of Bepko. And Bepko avoided Wurtzmacher. And now a good move there. Oh, man. Chulichev. You can see his skill, but he had it poked away from him. Wurtzmacher go over there. He'll take a bump and keep on going, Willie. Now to come to the stick of Bepko. Bepko will hang on to it. He'll finally get it playing off the far boards in neutral zone over to Chulichev. Will get it over to Mumford. Pass over to tender for Chulichev, and Wurtzmacher got it, that, and now got it all the way to Schimmel. And now it's taken away from him by Bepko. Bepko with it. It's got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Bepko in on goal, he missed. Now Chulichev, and he had him. 10 seconds left of the 4-on-4. Here's Holton, shot on goal, and Selk stopped that wrister. Shot on goal by Bain, and stopped that one, did Selk. And now we'll have 5-on-5. Now a stick falls, and we're going to get a penalty, no doubt, and we're going to get a hook. He's just standing there going, hey, 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 call it. So, look who's going off. It'll be Bepko for the hook.
Yeah, he was all tied up with Schimmel back behind the net. And for Schimmel, he was kind of right there waiting after that shot by Holton, hoping he could get that second chance look, and then got all tied up by Bepko. They're not able to keep that offensive momentum going, but here they'll have an opportunity on the power play.
1 minute left in the period, 1:57 in the power play. He's got a stoppage of play, and if they don't score, they'll have the part of they'll have the opening of the third period. 3-1, Atlanta leading it. Byer on the face-off. We'll come to this Holton. He's being harassed by Zero. He'll pin him up against the boards. It'll come loose to Byer. Byer plays it over to Bain. Played along the far boards. That missed Byer's stick. Now the Caps try to clear it. They can't. Was Zier in the corner, and along with Jameis. 4 of them fight for the puck. It'll come loose. Now to come out to Harwell. Harwell looked, shot, hit a glove over the goal. Now it's picked up by Bain. Bain is passed over. There's over to. Got an 18 on the ice. And that was Byer. Byer's shot was saved by Selk. 8 seconds left to go in the period. Time running long. They'll get it shot just wide. Rangers shot a wide of Selk, and that's going to do it for the second. O'Neill on the face-off against Ranger, and we're ready to go. As they're chasing it for Atlanta, Zier is, and he's tied up there by a Sea Captain's player there, and that's Hayden, and now it does come down the ice. So they win that battle, and Morin will have to start here in behind his goal with 39 seconds left in that power play. Down by 2, 3-1. Ranger trying to come in the Atlanta end. Poked away out to the neutral zone. Off the stick of Zier, and he's made a good couple of plays on a penalty kill, and now they shoot it down the ice off the stick of Graham, and they'll have to reset as they're having problems getting reset. Great job there by Jameis to slow down any kind of momentum on the power play. And look at this, taking time off that clock. It's almost expired. Hayden with it. Hayden in behind the goal. He'll be bumped up boards against Graham, and just like that, the power play is gone. And just like that, Atlanta has it with Nachulachev. Now he'll get it over to Holiday. Side circle back over to Nachulachev, and that's intercepted out front. Good job there by Schemmel. Now going behind the goal, and Holiday and Sachs will be fighting for it. Holiday won that battle, and that shot on goal is stopped by Yoakum. 18:35 to go. 3-1 Atlanta, and again they can't cash in on the power play. Can Norwich?
Yeah, and good setup to start coming back to full strength for Atlanta. Had Bepko hop out of the box and onto the bench. Nachulachev comes out and immediately jumps up in the play, looking to get that break right out of the box, and was nearly able to do so.
Puck is loose in behind the goal, picked up there by Miller. Had it poked away from him. It'll come all the way over to the side of the boards. And picked up by Bain. He'll swing it around, and now you'll have Holton up against the boards along with O'Neill for Atlanta. They'll get it out. Now it'll come to the stick of Mumford. Now it'll be picked up by Byer. Byer will take a long bump along the boards by Miller. It's not out. It's kept in. Bain trying to get it out. Great job there by Miller. Miller has it. He'll avoid a check there from Byer. Play it along the far boards. That's intercepted by Joyce. It'll come to the stick of Coles. Now the Caps have it, and they'll bring it out. Long pass over the stick of O'Neill and down the ice, and we've got icing with 17:32 to go in the third period. Atlanta leading 3-1. Face-off will be in the Atlanta end to the left of the goaltender. It's loose after the face. No, shot on goal. Great chance by Beaton on the doorstep, and Selk stopped that. Now to come out off the stick of Mumford. Now to come to the stick of O'Neill. Here's O'Neill trying to go by one player. He can, and good job there by Joyce. He'll play it, though, up and out of play. And 17-13 left, 3-1 Atlanta.
O'Neill has the mitts to be able to move that puck forward and take that break. So terrific work, as you mentioned, by Braden Joyce to get in and break that up before O'Neill had a chance to cash in on another one.
Now Monza on the face-off against Schemmel. It'll be loose. Picked up by Almanza. Caps have it side circle now and tied up with it. Almanza chasing. He's actually got the puck now. He's pinned up against the boards by Schemmel. Now it's taken away, and good play there by Flack. And now Flack's pinned up against the board. Side circle will get it down to Almanza. Now Flack will flip it back to him. They're trying to get it out front to a wide open Atlanta player, but they can't. Now Marks will pick it up. That's flicked along the boards. Takes a good Atlanta bounce. Come to the stick of Yoknes. Now kept in there by Graham. Shot on goal. Saved by Yoakum. Now Marks trying to get it. Now to come out to the neutral zone to the stick of Almanza. He'll play it off the near boards. It'll go off the back boards and right to the goaltender, Yoakum. Now all the way over there to Bain. Bain will give it up to Wurzbacher. Wurzbacher trying to get around Atlanta player. He can't. Good job by Graham. Now he has it. That's backhanded by Moran. Got to the stick of Bain, and now to come down the Atlanta end by Zier. Here comes Zier with it. Pass off the stick of Graham, and two players collide. Picked up there by Rangers. Shot on goal. Shot still loose. Great save by Selk, and a pass just missed everybody through the zone in front of the goal, and now it's picked up by Jameis. 2-on-1, but he doesn't see him. Now he does. It's too late. It's intercepted. Bouncing all around. Holiday's got it. Holiday's pass is intercepted, but he'll have to finally wrestle it. And they had to reset, and now they're off sides, and now we've got a late bump by Moran, and they'll make sure they separate the players. Good opportunity down here on the other end.
Yeah, Norwich had the terrific opportunity. Nobody able to cash in front, and then the loose puck pops out, and Atlanta goes the other way. Jameis ahead with Nikulichev, and just was not able to get the puck across to him and make the pass because Norwich had players in the lane.
After the face-off, it'll come to the stick of Harwell. Harwell, pass went off the stick. It'll go to the corner. They'll play it along the boards, do the Caps. They can't get it out. Now it comes to the stick of O'Neill. Now it's deflected and they score. Stolen away and they score. 3-2, 15:05, and a turnover there on the side of the circle did it.
Yeah, the quick shot there from Harwell. Pulled it back, found a hole, and pushed it through because, boy, he had just a narrow spot to be able to do that after the goal, and he absolutely picked it. One goal game.
Great goal there by Troy Harwell, 5-ton, 175-pounder from Southbury, Connecticut. Now we've got a one-goal game, 15:05 to play, 3-2. Bebko on the face-off. Now he'll get it over to Sterling. Puck's out in the neutral zone. Picked up by Hayden. It'll go into the corner, and we've got a stoppage of play. We'll bring it all the way down the ice for icing. This is what you want if you're Norwich. You didn't do it on the power play, but you did it on an even strength goal. How about that?
And now, knowing at least how the game has trended so far, those power play opportunities can come at any point in time. So certainly more chances await, and have made it a one-goal game. Now you've got Atlanta who needs to play a little tighter, or going to try to add to their lead.
I tell you what, I've got a feeling this game's going to be decided by special teams, and I think it's going to be decided late. All right, we'll see if it is. Bebko flip it over to Almanza down the ice, and that'll be picked up by Sterling, and Sterling couldn't control it. He does now. Pass intercepted by Bain out front. Kept in there, shot on goal by Coles, and a nice save by Yoakum with his upper body. Now to come to Holton. Holton tried to get it for Bain, but it came to Beyer instead. How about that? Now it's flipped up over the Atlanta player's head, Bebko. Now it's picked up by Coles. He's pinned up against the boards. We're going to get a penalty. It's going to be on Norwich. And now the Caps have that extra skater on the ice. Here's Bebko with it. Bebko trying to go around somebody. Now we got a stoppage of play, and they're yelling at the officials now as Leary's hearing it. And is that elbowing? I think that's what they called. No, it's a hold instead, so Holton's not a happy camper. He'll go to the penalty box, and now Atlanta has a shot at a power play, up 3-2 with 13:50 left in the third period. Jameis on the face-off for Atlanta. Now we've got a player coming off and one coming on. Schimmel coming off, and Joyce will come back on, and we'll get situated as soon as they're set. We'll be ready to go. Jameis is, and wow, it comes to the guy Joyce. There's a shot on goal by Kulichev. Not sure if it made it quite all the way through. It looked like it did. We'll give Yoakum credit for that. Now to come along the far boards, picked up by Holiday. 1:44 left in the power play. Here's Holiday. Holiday shot on goal, blocked. Good defensive play there. Holiday will get it back. Now to go all the way over to Jameis in the far corner, along with Sterling, and a bump there. And Jameis has the puck. He's able to give it over to Chulichev. Now it's played side circle. Side circle over to Graham. This pass is intercepted. Here's a turnover, and here's Harwell, short-handed. Oh, and a good save by Selk. He got a piece of that with his glove, and it was steered slightly wide. Now we're going to get a penalty. And this one's going to be on Atlanta. We're going 4-on-4 now, and that looks like a hold. I think that was a hold.
There was really terrific work and communication.
No interference
Between Ranger and Harwell on that penalty kill that set up that opportunity for Harwell on the break to spring him out shorthanded. Those two were hovering up around the blue line, trying to get down and pinch between those up and down passes from the circle to the blue line. And Harwell kind of hovered up there at the top and just waited for that opportunity. And it worked. Ranger got it out to him and created that chance. Would have tied the game shorthanded.
I'll tell you what, we'll have, 12:45 left. We have power. We have 4-on-4 now, and in about 50 seconds will be another power play opportunity. And in Norwich will have a chance to tie the game. So Bepko with it along the near boards after the face-off. Now 2-on-2. O'Neill gets it, high slot, had it poked away from him by Wurzbacher. Now to come out to Bepko. Bepko with it, his pass is going all the way over to the far boards. That's picked up by Hayden. And Hayden will set up shop behind the goal, and O'Neill's going to watch him like a hawk. Time ticking here. Hayden not in a hurry. He should be. His team's down by 1. That's poked away by O'Neill, and a turnover. We're going to get a trip there. That turnover caused that trip. And good job by O'Neill, because he's the one that caused the penalty to happen. And just like that, the Caps will go back on the power play.
It's one of those things I often wish existed as a stat in hockey, similar to lacrosse, is cause turnovers, because there are times where I'm like, it'd be nice to see, because there are people who are just heads up enough and have that, in their hockey IQ to say, hey, I know if I do this, this is what's going to happen, and it's going to give us an opportunity. And it'd be nice to be able to kind of value that. And I know it's something coaches, will look at, but not as an official stat of any kind, and it always ends up being called hockey IQ.
Anthony O'Neill, the freshman, 5'11", from Lawrenceville, Georgia, about an hour from me. All right, here's a pass shot. Chulichev, that was wide. It looked like it got deflected over so slightly. It was point blank in the high slot. Now it's picked up and poked away. Here comes Harwell racing it on goal. He missed everything. There's a shot on goal by Ranger and a save by Selk. All the action you want here. Good opportunity. Now here's a chance for Jameis on a breakaway. Great save. Yoakum with a sliding save and a beauty. Now it's picked up there by Harwell. Taken away by the other 21, Miller. And Miller already has a goal in this game. He'd love another one. Miller goes around one player, shot on goal, and a save by Yoakum as he easily went around Moran, and that just can't happen. 10:54 to go, third period. Atlanta's going to get a shot on the power play in 9 seconds. They'll have about 44 seconds of a power play opportunity.
I know Miller was looking to try to flip that up above the pads there down low and catch that tight angle, to push one past Yoakum, but Kulichev was waiting there on the doorstep, just a little bit out there in the low slot in front of the crease, and probably been able to bury it on the backside. It's just sort of that awareness, and man, the back and forth that we've had here, the breakaways and opportunities, everybody's had a pretty strong awareness of where guys were on the ice, and it's created so many chances. These goaltenders have been good, so being able to have those breakaways rather than some of those little chip-ins in front, has made them work for it, and it lets those guys who are those skilled guys who have some things that they'd like to showcase and show off, gives them the opportunity to do so, but the goalies have done a nice job of keeping the door shut.
Well, or Norwich took a timeout. Now they won't have any more. Atlanta still has theirs. What do you see with 10:54, Ashley? What do you see? What do you see transpiring here in the last 10 minutes? What are you looking for?
Well, I think one of the things both coaches are, they're certainly going to talk about what's going on right now in this moment, but they've got to want guys to stay out of the box, because look at the opportunities it's generated, whether it's been shorthanded or, power play, guys who have been able to break up ahead because of a little bit more open ice. So if you're Norwich, you're hoping that you can, cause some more Atlanta penalties, and if you're Atlanta, you want to stay out of the box and not open the door for any more of that.
It's a completely different game when people are in the box. There's a shot on goal by Miller. Yoakum will hang on to that after the face-off. And in 2 seconds, Atlanta's going to get a shot on a power play for 44. 10:46 to go, 3-2. Do not go anywhere. Pull up a chair, as Vin Scully used to say. Join the next 10:46 and join us. Here's Miller with it. Miller pass is blocked by Byer. Now Atlanta has the 5-on-4. Several folks fighting for it in behind over there in the corner. Now to come out to O'Neill and win that battle. They get it down low to Mumford. Back over to Miller. Miller with it. Went off the stick. And down the ice as they get rid of it does Schimmel. Does his job. 14 seconds left in that power play. Here's Miller. Miller in behind the goal. Now he's got to find it and get it. Now the pass went off the stick of an Atlanta player. That's Mumford. Now get it to Sterling and backhanded over to Miller. Back over to Mumford. Back over to Chulichev. Shot on goal. Saved there by Yoakum on the wrister. Power plays expired. We're 5-on-5. Pinned up against the boards as Ranger pinned Atlanta player, and that'll be whacked down the ice.
Boy, Holiday was doing some real good work in front of the net, in front of Yoakum, just hovering there, and I think that's one of the things that I've seen missing a little bit from both of these teams, is just that constant net front presence. I think of, comparison guys in the NHL who score just a ton of points, parked in front of the net, looking for those deflections, looking for those chip-ins, trying to find that little open look behind a goaltender when they're positioned on your primary shooter. And think of a guy like Patrick Hornquist, how many points he's been able to score just from parked in front of the net like that. Holiday was doing that on that remaining part of that power play and that offensive possession for Atlanta, and just nobody fed him. No one saw that he was there and took that extra look. But time and time again, if he does that, he's going to cash in.
Well, traffic in the net is so critical to me, because you're putting stress on the goaltender's eyes, because if he can't see it, he can't save it. And if they can see it, they will stop it.
Yeah, and Holiday certainly brings not only just the presence there, it's his size as well. He can get in there and be in the way and create that situation, and like I said, it's gonna pay off for him in the long run.
We've got 9:14 left in the game. Atlanta leading at 3-2. Zier got it up to Miller. Now long pass back over to Zier. He'll play it along the near boards in behind the goal. Yoakum has it there. Now it goes over to the stick of Sachs. Now it's going to come loose. Top of the circle. There's Chulichev. Shot deflected up and out of play. 8:50 to play in the third period. 3-2. Atlanta leading, and it's going to come right down to the end. This is what we want.
Yeah, and like I said, for Norwich, just going to get that second goal there from Harwell, close the gap, make this a game, make Atlanta have to work for it, and give themselves an opportunity to tie it up.
Backhanded off the stick of Bain, a goal in behind the goal, and Selk thought about it and wisely did not try to do an Ed Jockerman. So they'll come out with it. Will Atlanta. It'll come down the ice. It'll go to Hayden. Hayden will spin and turn and get away from everyone. And he'll throw a long pass and a really good one to Byer. There's Byer with a shot wide of the goal. Kept in there by Holton. Got it down to Byer. Pass out front, tried to stuff it in. The net came off the stanchion, and we've got a penalty, and what a bad break there for Norwich. And now we've got a hook. And who's going off? Going to find out here momentarily who that guilty party is. Always the one that goes off is the slowest. And I can understand why, and that's Bepco. And guess what we have? Another chance for Norwich to tie this baby on a power play.
Like we said, you know, you got to get in a position where that matters, and that's what they did. They were able to make this a one-goal game, and now, you know, have not cashed in on the multiple power plays they've had throughout this one. Will they be able to do it here?
It's got to be 10. There's a shot on goal. Save there by Selk. It'll come out to the neutral zone.
I think it is 10.
Here's
it's 10 or 11.
Yes. Just off the top of my head, there's a shot on goal by Rangers, saved by Selk. It'll come out to the neutral zone. Wurzbacher. He'll get it up to Ranger. They'll make sure they're onside, and they are. Side circle. Shot to save. And that goes on a play. Wow. That went way out of play, just below the American flag. Off the stick of the goaltender, Selk. 7:39 to play. 1:31 in the power play. Atlanta leading 3-2. Is it 10 or 11?
It was 9 coming into the period.
So wow, it's got to be 11 because they had another power play opportunity, so it'll be 11. How about that? 11 chances at power play. It's got to drive the coaches of Atlanta crazy. Here's Moran with it. Moran over to Hayden. They play a little pitch and catch, as they say in college football. They'll bring it up. Moran, long pass, went off the stick ever so slightly of Schemmel. Now to going behind the goal as Crouch is pinned up. It's loose. Exactly 1 minute left in the power play for the Sea Captains. Now here's a chance for Moran. Moran with it. He'll give it over on the far side over there, and the shot, and they score! They get it on the tip! They get it on the tip, and it's Wurzbacher, and we've got a tie at 3. You said it. You said it at the beginning and between the periods. Maybe they'll finally cash in on the power play, and they did.
Yeah, and exactly what we just talked about. Getting in position in front of the net. Be the guy who's standing on the open side waiting to cash in. And what I liked about that from Wurzbacher is he was in motion. He wasn't actually standing there. He was coming in. And you can draw up plays like that, and they don't always happen. They don't always work. And that one worked, and Norwich got it done.
And guess who set that up was Tim Hayden, 6'2", 210 from New Fairfield, Connecticut. Atlanta took its timeout. Now each team is without a timeout. 59 left. Atlanta's got to stay out of the box. I can't emphasize it enough, and I know you can't either.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we've talked about, is it was going to be costly at some point, and this was that point. And now it's all tied up, and now Atlanta facing down, you know, another situation like yesterday. Yesterday, they were the team that had to come back. You know, they were the team that had to come back and tie it up to get to overtime, and even had a power play in that overtime, and it was the man out of the box who came out and scored to win it in OT. So they know it can happen, and they've got to be hungry after that. They don't want to allow this situation to continue. So we'll see what Atlanta's able to come up with here late.
Atlanta was up 2-1 and 3-0. Here they go, tic-tac-toe. Shot on goal by Holiday. It hit the post. So the iron was kind again for Yoakum and Norwich, and now we've got a stoppage of play, and we're going to get a cross-check, I believe. And it's going to be Holiday, and my, oh my, the 12th power play opportunity, or is Lucky 13? Should be Lucky 13. Now it is 12. So, wow, 6:38 left. Another chance, and this time, if Norwich scores, they could win this. I mean, you have got to stay out of the box. Ranger on the face-off against Miller. Kept in there by Moran. Got it over that man, Hayden. Hayden shot. Save Wurzbacher on the doorstep. Selk denied that. Now to come out to the neutral zone. Hayden's got it. Hayden all the way over to the other side to Moran. Moran just shot it wide of the goal. Picked up by the Camps behind the goal. They can't clear it though. Now it's over to Moran and he can't hold on to it. Being harassed by Zier, who tried to get it out once. Now he's tied up. Now to go over the stick of Bepko. He's tied up. 6 minutes to play, 3-3, 1:10 or 1:15 now, exactly 1:15 in the power play. Tied up there is Flack. It'll come now to come out, and Flack fanned on it, but he got just enough of it to get it out of the zone, and here they come like that. Wurzbacher tied up. Flack backhanded it. Here's an opportunity for Miller. Miller one-on-one with Harwell. It's poked away from him, and now it's picked up by Hayden. Now it's Schimmel has it poked away from him. That's picked up by Harwell. Jameis poked it. Now here's the chance for Miller. Shoot. Oh, he missed everything wide from the top of the slot. Two good opportunities shorthanded for Atlanta. Here's Harwell with it. Harwell still with it. Plays it along the far boards. Holton has it. One-timer off the stick of Hayden, and the save there by Selk, and that shot is wide. 5 minutes to play in the third. 20 seconds left in the power play. Pinned up against the boards is Holton. Shot on goal. And deflected and out of play. Holton having it shot here. Wow, just end to end, huh?
Yeah, it's been so good, and that's one of the things for Atlanta that, I mean, it's probably been, point of contention throughout the season. They came into this tournament here with, just the 3 wins on the year. So you can imagine with the number of penalties we've seen here, how costly that's probably been throughout the year. But I will say, they have been able to generate so many shorthanded opportunities that, I know they've got a number of shorthanded goals on the season, so I think that's one of the things that they've had to adapt, because they know that's a trouble part of their game, and they've had to figure out ways to make it not be quite as costly. So they've been able to find ways to get themselves in good positions shorthanded, and it has generated some opportunities, and that's the good thing. When you have a shorthanded opportunity, that's your best penalty killing right there. Burns time off the clock, gives you a chance to score 2.
Speaking of time, the power plays expired. 4:37 left. Tied at 3. Atlanta was up 2-1 and 3-0. Each team trying to get their first point here in the showcase. Puck goes in behind the goal by Jameis. Now they'll come out with it. Holiday with it. He'll give it over to Kulichev. Kulichev tried to take the puck with him, and Bain had other ideas, and now Moran has it along the far boards. That pass is intercepted by Mumford. Now to go down to the ice, and it'll come to the stick of Jameis. Jameis with it. Jameis will give it over to Holiday. Holiday side circle shot, wrister, and Yoakum will use his arm and everything else to cover it up along with his glove. 3:57 left, tied at 3.
Such a good back and forth here. Again, just terrific opportunities. Had such pretty chances, guys who've just been just off the mark, and yeah, certainly no lack of scoring chances in this one.
Oh, that's out of the play. It hit a fan. He's going to decide to put it back on the ice. I was wondering if he was going to try to keep that as a souvenir. All right. 3:50 to go. Time is now in essence. It's loose after the face-off. Byer, the corner, big bump there. It'll come to Holton. Holton had it poked away from him by Flack. As he gave him the Flack, and now it's along the far corner. Backhanded by Bang. Bang over to Zier. It's loose. Flack fighting forward. He did a great job of getting it out to the neutral zone off the stick of O'Neill. Now come to the stick of Holton. Now it's going to come to Flack. Flack in the neutral zone. Flack tried to go around a player. He couldn't. Still loose, though. It'll come to the stick of Almanza. Now it's going to go to the stick of Zier. Zier with it. Side circle. Shot saved. Steered wide by Yoakum. Picked up by Bain, who couldn't get it out. kept back in by Almanza. Now it's picked up in the by the goal by Hayden. He can't clear it though. It's a turnover out front, and Yoakum steered it wide. Still kept in by Zier. Now it's over the boards. The 219s fight for Joyce and Mumford. And it'll come to the goaltender, Yoakum, and he'll cover it with his glove, and 2:38 left, tied at 3, and this is going to come down to a mistake.
Yeah, and that's always to me the tough part of OT hockey and getting into those situations where you've got a tied up game late is, you don't want to be that guy. You want to be the guy that, cashes in, gets a game winner, does a nice, does something nice to get that winner set up. You don't want to be the guy that cost your team. And added pressure of the showcase and everything else going on, it can certainly be tough.
Puck is loose, 2:25 to play, tied at 3. It's in behind the goal, they'll bring it out. Does Atlanta with Mumford. Good pass over off the stick of Sterling, and now it's out to the neutral zone just like that. Now to come in behind the goal to Moran, and Moran will set up shop. Don't wait, that's what happened last time. They'll end up turning it over. Now to go off the far boards. Cole's had it. Now shot on goal, and that's wide. Off the stick of Schimmel. Now here's Bepko with it. Bepko with it. He'll give it over to Mumford. Mumford to be bumped up the boards against Schimmel. Picked up there by Bain. Bain with it. Bain along the near boards. He avoids a bump from Miller and gets it over to Wurzbacher. Nifty play. Wurzbacher's shot bouncing all around. Comes to Selk, and now Bain side circle. Now it's loose. Shot on goal. Glove there out in front by an Atlanta player. That was Bepko. 1:23 to play, tie game. Now to come out to the neutral zone, Hayden with it. Hayden went off the stick of Ranger over to Miller. Miller lost it, he got it back. Now to go down the ice. And there's no icing. 1:05 to play. Went off the stick of Cook. Now Zier pick it up. Exactly 1 minute to play in the third period, tied at 3. Pass, there's the turnover. In on goal, shot, oh my goodness. Harwell had a chance on the doorstep, and Selk saved that. Here's an opportunity for Hayden, and Selk came up big again.
Yeah, I feel like the momentum has just swung in the favor of Norwich. They have, come back. They worked from down, 3-0, chipped away, and have had the better looks at the end of this third period because they felt the pressure of that, the weight of that comeback. And now here they are with the opportunity. They've had terrific chances.
Here's Harwell, side circle, shot on goal. Hit the side, and also Selk got a piece of it. It's in behind the goal. 32 seconds to play in the third. Now we're going to get a stoppage of play. We have an Atlanta player hurt in the far corner. I can't tell who that is. I think it's 14, isn't it?
It is Aiden Bepko.
It's Bepko, and now they'll take a look at him. So with 29.4 to go, we'll take a timeout. This is the NA3HL Showcase on Hockey TV. All right, 29.4 left in the third period, tied at 3 between Atlanta and Norwich. Caps were up 2-0, and 3-1, and the Sea Captains have came all the way back. Face-off is going to be to the right of the goaltender, Yoakum, and this is a critical face-off.
Yeah, with just that 29.4 left on the board here. face-off wins never bigger than in these types of moments, and an offensive zone draw here for Atlanta as they've got the numbers.
That face-off they wanted, but it avoid Kulichev, and he's got it back. 20 seconds left. Got to hurry here. Time running out. Dropped off. Miller goes over to Mumford, excuse me. Now it's over to Jameis. It's poked. Jameis has it out front. It's still loose. Picked up by Harwell, and now we got a stoppage play. We got interference.
Oh, this is going to set up a 5-on-3 for Atlanta here.
Yep. Looked like we had a major over there.
Yeah, the on whatever transpired with Bepko led to a major that was on Cam Holton.
You're right. We got 4:35 left in the major, but there's only 4.1 left. I just glanced at and saw that while it was going on. There was too much action to say it. So now Mumford here. They could win it with a shot on goal. And almost left in the major, so Norwich is really up against it. They just are. We'll see how it turns out. We're ready to go. Mumford has it. Got it over to Holiday, back to Mumford. Over now to Jameis. They got a heck of an opportunity to win it right here, does Atlanta. Mumford and Jameis playing pitch and catch. Now Jameis will decide to play pitch and catch with another player. It'll come all the way out. Shot on the goal by Holiday, wide. Kept in by Mumford. Mumford with it. They'll get it down low. Swing it around. Doesn't land. It'll come out to Holiday. Back over to Mumford. Back down low. Too many extra passes and down the ice. He should have taken that shot. As Hayden had got it down the ice, and Caps will have to start all over. Here's Holiday in behind the goal. 4:12 left in overtime. Here's Jameis with it. He went around one guy on the doorstep. What a save! What a save by Yoakum, and they get it down the ice.
I think there's Schemmel with the clear. Just good work so far in this tough situation for Norwich.
And Yoakum huge in the net. Here's Holiday with it. Holiday still with it. Get it over to Mumford. Down to get it back from Mumford. Now it's loose. Mumford will get it. Here's an opportunity. Shot by Holiday. He missed everything. Glove by Miller. There's a shot by Holiday, and that went in. Nice save there by Yoakum, and that would have been a great Holiday for Holiday had he put it in, because that would have been a Christmas gift, and the game would have been over.
Yeah, tough spot for Norwich after doing such a nice job. Had a clear attempt blocked. Just coincidental that the player standing there was Schemmel, and kind of limber his way off the ice, blocked his own puck.
Here's Miller. Miller waiting. Get it up front, top to Holiday, back down to Miller. Still Miller with it. Down low. Now played over to the other side to Jameis. Jameis side circle over to Mumford. Back over to Jameis, but it's tipped out of the play. Nice job by Wurzbacher. Now it's 5-on-4. 2:33 left in the power play. 3:01 left in overtime. Do you believe this? If Norwich could get out of this would be an amazing feat.
I was curious if this now becomes 4-on-3, because it's supposed to be 3-on-3. And then we obviously had to go 5-on-3 because of the two-player advantage. So I think we should be 4-on-3 now.
We are. Look at. Yep. Well, I don't know. Hang on. There's confusion here. There's a lot of confusion. Bain can't come on, and Nachulichev will go off. And you're right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I thought so too. Sterling got it back. Now it's passed over there to Zier. Zier side circle. Got it over to Bepko. Down to Sterling. Sterling with it. Back to Bepko. Back to Sterling. Pitch and catch. Now it's over to Zier. Passed out front. Sterling had a shot. And now Norwich will get it and clear it. does Ranger. Good job there. 2:25 to play in overtime.
Yeah,
this is as good as it gets.
It is. No, you're good. You're good. It would have stayed that 5-on-4, but because there was a stoppage, they were able to switch and get the correct 4-on-3.
Right. There's O'Neal with a pass out front. It's still loose. Get it down to him, and oh my gosh, Sear got it down to Sterling. He's bumped off the puck, and they get it down the ice. Exactly 2 minutes to go in the overtime. What a hockey game. Bebco along the far boards of Sterling. He'll take a big hit from Bain in front of the bench. Hayden has it. Hayden, pass. It's going to go all the way to the glove of Bebco. Now here's a shot. It's a chance shot on goal. Right on the doorstep by Schimmel to win it. It would have been short end in overtime. Here's Zier. Zier gets it up to O'Neal. 1:35 left. O'Neal goes around Moran. Shot saved by Yoakum. Here we go. Moran going to come in 1-on-2. Let her fly. He decides not to. Got to shoot to score. Now it's left and Mumford has it. Long pass goes off 2 sticks. The second one was O'Neal. Pinned up against the boards. 1:10 to play. Now it's kept in by Mumford. Here's an opportunity for Atlanta. Shot. They score. They get